Welcome back to Ep 22 of Pokemon Mystery Dungeon, where the post-game story is finally about to kick off. So you can see from the icons there, it looks like we've got 2 missing, I think, and we are very nearly there, so let's get into this. I suspect it will, as normal, be a couple of missions before we get into the next full-on story missions. But we're fully about to get stuck into what the real events of this post-game story are now. So all we really know, I mean, there's been lots of different kind of episodes to this so far. All we really know of the main story is when we went to Luminous Spring and we were told we couldn't evolve because some sort of distortion in the fabric of time and space. Just speak to AWD. Yeah, they've been to Zero Isle. Each put restrictions. Yeah, I mean, they're braver than us. We've not got anywhere near Zero Isle yet, if we do. Right, let's have a look at the guild, see if there is anything going on up here. Don't think there will be yet. Doesn't look like it. The Sunflower. Yeah, still in the kind of come down from Team Charm. Nice to see that the guild actually survived, because we left them in there as far as we knew. But yeah, it's going to be a couple of days of missions first, so let's get stuck into them. Reapercloth. Is that evolving Duskclops? I think. I'm not too sure. That must be quite rare, to be honest. Oh, hello. Here we go. So we get a stormy night. Very much reminiscent of sort of earlier on in the game. The opening scene in particular. And later on when we watched Travail taking the time gears. Sounds like a storm is coming. Hasn't been one in a long time. And we stopped the destruction of time. So reminiscing though. Seems like it happened long ago. It really does. Like all those things were a long time ago. Jesus come to the world. Impossible for everyone to evolve at Luminous Spring, everyone but us. Distortion in the fabric of space. So not time at all this time, it's space. Both me and Sam. What does it mean? Maybe some things are still out of whack. Lightning? I would love to stay in a place like this, like natural sheltered by the cliff, but you still get all the natural elements. And who's this? So this is quite possibly exactly the same scene that we see Grovyle in taking the time gears, which is Tree Shroud Forest. Which distortion in the very fabric of space itself is growing. My own power will be amplified. You failed to destroy time. So this sounds like the grand bad guy behind everything, behind the destruction of time that we stopped, and now behind this. It's Cresselia. It's not be caught, not ever. And now we see a Cresselia. Closest I've gotten. Give up. The fabric of space being distorted must stop. Must stop Darkrai. Darkrai is the one behind everything, it would seem. So there we go, the post-game reveals itself. We have Darkrai, the grand power of evil behind seemingly everything so far, and Cresselia has been chasing him down all this time. Let's put in another good day of exploring. What are we going to discover? I suspect it might actually be another day of missions before we get more story. And we can actually go on the next proper dungeon. Sunflower maybe? No, still talking about Team Charm. Do we get anyone downstairs with some news? Not yet by the looks of it. In that case, another day of missions. That might be the first time I've ever heard that sound. I think I got one wrong. Do I still get a Reviver Seed, maybe? Max Elixir. Nectar. I can't remember what that was. You must have to get a very specific score to get that result. But... oh well, that's what we got. Okay, more story. We're completely asleep. What is going to be unfolding at night? Beautiful. So we got a dream. So this is exactly like in the first game, where we had visions from Gardevoir every other night. There's someone here. It's Cresselia. So we know at this point Cresselia looks like the good guy. Darkrai. Can't remember his name. Seems very much like the bad guy, the grand bad guy behind everything. Cresselia is seemingly the good guy chasing him. And Cresselia, the very existence is pushing the world toward ruin. Because you're in this world, because you exist here. If you remain, the world will be destroyed. And that's from Cresselia. We're shocked awake. Sam is asleep. Strange dream. Get more sleep. Oh dear, so Luminous Spring, the voice behind that, whoever they are, said we're causing a distortion in the fabric of space. Cresselia said our existence is eventually going to cause the world to be destroyed. What did we do? Sam is unusually chipper, commenting on the weather in the morning. Scary times lie ahead, because, you know, what did we do wrong? We stopped the destruction of time, but now our existence for some reason is causing the world to be destroyed. Still nothing going on just yet, so it's going to be another day of missions or sentry duty to try and get another reviver seed. Yes, please. All I want. No, don't want the money. Defense scarf. No, not bothered about that. Give it to me. Yes, reviver seed. I'm happy with that. Job well done. Let's crack on. Okay, are we going to get any extra scenes? We are. Got another scene happening at night now. Presumably while we're asleep. Yeah. We get the dream again. The Gardevoir-esque dream. And it's once again Cresselia. Please tell me more about what you said last time. My existence is driving the world toward ruin. You are a human that came from the future, not of this world, and that's what's creating the distortion in the fabric of space. Ah! The world will be ruined if it expands. A presence that must not exist in the world. It must not be here. And that's Cresselia gone. Oh dear. Is it me and Sam's fault? We were told that we couldn't evolve, but Sam's trying to wake me up. Morning already. That dream keeping me asleep. Weather's great again. Sam's unusually commenting on the weather. Just told I can't exist in this world. I suggest that really it's Dialga's fault more than anything, because he brought me back. Distortion of space, where that's on my before. Yep, Luminous Spring, flashing back to there. So at the moment everything ties up. We can't evolve because we're Pokemon of the future, and we're causing a distortion in the fabric of space. And while Darkrai looks like the grand bad guy, and Cresselia, it seemed, was a good guy to start with. I mean, maybe Cresselia is the good guy, and we do really need to be gotten rid of. It's not for sure that I'm going to destroy the world. No point in feeling sorry for myself. Well, that's all we can do. We can continue on, but there's big trouble. Bidoof. What's up? Little Azurill is in trouble. Oh dear. Brought the little fella to the guild. So it's been a long time since we've had any story with these guys, really. And there we have it, in our old beds. Seems to be no danger to his life. He's been sleeping and sleeping. He won't wake up. Got worried, so I brought him to the guild. Maybe tormented by something. Something turning like he's having a nightmare. I thought out of ideas. Bidooff's got an idea. Somehow figure out what kind of nightmare he's having. We should look into the dream. Yeah, how do we do that? No, Chatop knows now. How do we look into the dream? We find Drowzee. Very interesting. So Drowzee we've not seen since Mount Bristle at the very start of the main game. Drowzee who we arrested and put behind bars for kidnapping Azurill in the first place. There he is. Flashback to many episodes ago now. That must have been episode 1 or 2. There he goes. Drowzee very much caught there and not being happy about taking to jail. In Mount Bristle as well, he was boasting about how lots of exploration teams had tried to chase him before, but none had been successful. It's the first outlaw we ever caught. So that Drowzee has the ability to enter others' dreams. Possibility exists. Magnemite's there. Why is Magnemite there in the first place? I think he's just there for story purposes, really. What happened to Drowzee after you arrested him? He expressed remorse, to never break the law again, so we released him. What? Does indeed sound very sketchy. Where is he? On a way to cleanse his mind and spirit. Mount Travail. He likes a mountain, this Drowzee. We have to go. Off to Mount Travail. Always help us. Meryl very emotional, but yeah. Leave this to us. Like work. It's like being back at the guild all over again. Head for Mount Travail. Speak to everyone while we're here. Azurill just can't do anything other than ugh. On Mount Travail. There we have it. If I remember this correctly, this is quite a difficult dungeon. I think it might actually be 25 floors, this one. So it's not going to be easy, and we do not have many reviver seeds at all. I'll give it a little check. I mean, I'm going to go straight for it anyway. 1, 2 by the looks of it. Let's see if I've got any in storage. Oh, I have 1, okay. And anything else that might help at all. Oh, raises IQ. I didn't know, did it? Couple of max elixirs, couple of apples. We will need a few of them actually, and Oranberry. I think that will take us stunted as well, and the petrify orb just to get out of any potential monster houses. And I think we'll give it a go with that. I remember this is specifically quite a difficult one, so we might not see the end of this place the first time round, but we'll give it a go regardless. And I'm not going to bother mixing up the team or anything like that, so let's just go for it. Mount Travail. In my head it's 25, but I've been wrong in a lot of these before. But I'm pretty sure. What theme is this? Is this a theme we've heard before in the game so far, or is this a new one? Because I recognise it very well. See what kind of enemies we get. In my head this is kind of like the Great Chasm in the first game. Oh, there's a Shed Ninja. It's always a one-hit kill though, because fire type. I've got Hitmonchan. Sentry, yeah, kind of. These guys are along the same vibe as the kind of chasm-y places and Mount Horn in this game. Some Ledium. Right, that's because it's raining and lower damage. I'll try to be... Oh dear, our Shed Ninja's in the walls now. Not good. Oh god, I can't hit the Shed Ninja. Oh, apparently I can. It's hitting so hard. Need to tread carefully already, it's only the second floor. For starters, how did Drowzee get up here? Like, he was a Mount Bristle enemy. Oh dear. He was a Mount Bristle enemy, unless he's like leveled up, I mean just as much or more than us, given that he was on his own, and he managed to come up here. He must be quite a tank at this stage. Fair enough, Legend doesn't want any of the action. I think he does. Missing everything. I don't seem to have too much HP here though. New weather every floor though, which is... Oh dear. Please, no Fury attack. Beautiful move. I need to work myself into better positions than the ones we're getting into at the moment. I just realised that weather is just a buff to normal type. Does anyone ever use normal type Pokemon really? They're all so boring. Normal moves aren't particularly exciting either, other than Hyper Beam. I feel like there's no good way to use a move that takes 2 turns, like Solar Beam or Hyper Beam. Solar Beam is good when it's sunny, because then you don't need to recharge. Jesus. Yeah, Kangaskhan is very buffed. Lots of HP. Or maybe Hyper Beam is when you know you're going to die the next turn. Yeah. I need a Max Elixir already, it's only the 6th floor. There's one. How convenient. None of the dungeons in the postgame so far have been very generous at all with... Don't do that. With Reviver Seeds. I think the only ones we've got are from Sentry Duty or the shop. I think we picked up... Right, that's definitely a monster house, isn't it? I can feel it. I'm not going to go into it. I might look into it from the other side, see if the stairs are there. Well, they are. Yeah. What a bastard. Right. Might get Sam to wait there, and then I can back out if this is a monster house. We need to go in anyway, because the stairs are there. No, not monster house. I was wrong. We're all good. I bet the Fearo's got Fury attack. Just like from the first game in Mount Blaze, I'm basically traumatised from the Fury attack there. That is just, more often than not, just a one-hit kill. Asleep? Yes, this. I'm still completely sure we've heard this theme before. I just can't work out where it's from. It sounds like around the sort of point that we were going after the lake Pokemon in the start of the game. That sounds vaguely Crystal Cave, that kind of era, but it definitely isn't a Crystal Cave theme. I don't think it's one of the desert themes. Oh, I can't remember. Maybe it is just new. 10th floor. This is either 25 or 30 floors, so I really can't remember. I want to do that with it. Maybe I did. Yep, that worked well. Alright. Yeah. That is a weapon of a move. It's all going to be not effective, isn't it? I still don't understand Shed Ninja at all. Like, does he work the same way in the main game, in that only super effective moves can even hurt him? And he's just got really low HP? So surely there must just be so many situations where you're up against the Shed Ninja and just don't have any super effective moves with any of your Pokemon. And that's it. I think he's Ghost Bug? That might be wrong. Interesting. I don't know anything about like competitive league Pokemon playing either, so it'd be interesting to see if that is actually a decent tactic. Like, I had a mate back in the day who claimed to be like regional champion. He said he won it with that. It's that flying electric mouse Pokemon that's the one Pokemon that's not weak to anything because it's electric with levitate, so ground doesn't hit it. Oh dear. Do I have a warp seed so I can get out of this one? I'll switch to salmon now. Use the berry if I need to. Hit him. Hit him again. We'll do the apple, just so I don't stress myself out on the next floor. Not going too badly so far. I think we've still got 2 revive seeds we haven't used either yet. I'm going to let Sam do this and then get positioned for the barbell. Worked nicely. Oh, Sam. He's a weapon of complete destruction. Alright, 15th floor. Maybe halfway through, or maybe more than halfway. That worked quite well actually. Kept the Metasham at bay. Yeah, nice. Beautifully done. I remember the Drowzee. Yeah. I don't know this description of that one. It's a lookalike for the Doom Seed, but it looks nothing like it. And we just get more money on the next floor. It's a very weird one. That's the fence down. Need to be careful with that. Or not. Still going pretty well so far. Been gifted a cheeky free floor there. There's all. Dead. Yeah, max looks. Yeah, quadruple effective against him. I think that's how it works anyway. If you're effective twice against Bug and Steel, you do quadruple damage. I don't really know. I know the basics of Pokemon, what is super effective, what isn't. I don't know anything about EVs or IVs when it comes to the main game. I don't know anything really about criticals. I think criticals are double damage, I'm not sure. I don't know much basically. I know I like the game and that's all that counts. What the fuck is that? What? Fucking baton pass prick. Baton pass. Right, we lost one seed then. Oh, we still got 2, 3? We still have 3. I had a lot more than I thought I did. Let's give some of these to Sam, because I've learnt Brick Tough now. And I don't think there's much else in the immediate future that I want to learn, like key move wise. So basically just give them what we... Oh, it's only 24s, is that it? I thought it was loads more than that. Beautiful, job done. Here we are. And there's Drowsy, looking out over the horizon. Get my nose clean, stayed out of a life of crime. It looks like he really has turned himself around. Didn't come here to arrest you. We need your help. That Azurill has fallen asleep and won't wake up. That's why we searched for you. What do you say? Will you come and help us? Will you make amends for your past crimes? No feeling this would ever make up for it, but if it would help even a little, I'd be glad to help. You'll do it. The redemption of Drowsy. There he is. How's it looking? Want you to get stocked up for an exploration. I'll send you on an exploration of Azurill's dream. What? It is possible to get into the dream. We need to explore the dream. Need to be extra careful. Something rotten about this dream. Feeling that something has gone bad or gone wrong. Only you two to enter the dream. Well, he says this, but he made it all the way up to Mount Travail on his own, presumably. He must be fairly tough. We'll get ready to go. Speak to everyone before we do. Azurill not capable still of doing anything. Oh no, not ready yet. Not ready, not ready. Let's go and look for some reviver seeds. Speak to everyone out here as well. You're bad for doubting him. Bad crawfish. If you found him now, it gets tricky. Yeah. We'll get unique dialogue from shopkeepers as well. Interesting. It might just be the Kekleon. Yep, one reviver seed. We will definitely take that. Cheeky elixir. Again, I can't remember how many floors this place has got, but I think we're probably good enough to get through it now. There we go. See if we get dialogue with these guys as well. No, it's just the Kekleon, which is kind of apt, given that they had such a relationship with him back on earlier on in the game. Yeah, I think we can do this. So let's go for it. I'm ready, Drowsy. Send me in. Let's see what we're getting ourselves into. Here goes. This looks very cosmic-y. What theme is this? I'm sure this is one I recognise as well. We can hear you, Drowsy. Something very bad about this dream. Be careful, you know. Let's get moving. Is this the dungeon theme as well? Yeah. So the nightmare, be on Earth. Again, this feels like the theme from around the sort of time that we were first going through the lakes and the spirit Pokemon. The Zelf and Uxie and Mesprit. What? Why? Oh, I did get blocked. Fair enough. I was so confused. I'm not liking the floor layout of this place already. It's like very small rooms and long winding corridors. And dead ends by the looks of it. I would have thought there was lots of ghost Pokemon in here, but it looks like psychic mainly. Get some chasms as well. In my head, this place is 17 floors, but as we've seen already, that could be completely misremembered. This place doesn't seem too bad at all, to be honest. I reckon we'll get through here fine. I wonder what Mirror Coat does. Just hit through it, assume it'll be fine. Bad move. Another level. I don't think there's any more moves we learn now. I think we've done Eruption, and I'm pretty sure that was the final one. There's not any that I'd want to switch anyway. Binder. Of course it's in the last room. In fact, the layout for that one wasn't too bad. Clever. No, Higglybuff. I remember all the Pokemon really. To be fair, one of the most fun times I've had at a pub is we sat round a website where we had to remember all original 151 Pokemon. And we just got caught up for so long on the spelling of Gyarados. I think it's Gyarados, really. G-Y-R-A. Just so many of us sitting around there, increasingly pissed, trying to remember, like, obscure, like, Kabutops and Kabuto. We're trying to get all of them. I don't think we got anywhere near in the end. Maybe 130. Always a good part of the game, though. Trying to remember all 151 original Pokemon. It's the equivalent for remembering all 50 states for non-American nerds. Don't know how I'll do a mistake game. I think I'll get about 10 and then give up. Maybe 20 at a push. Right, he's got water absorb. Might just disable that for the rest of the dungeon, to be honest, because Ice Beam does enough of the job as it is. It doesn't seem to be very much of a type scheme in this dungeon. It was more and more psychic Pokemon, but Krogunk does not fit that bill. This is Miltank, which is just normal type, I think. Right, it's got thick skin, so let's disable that as well. I much health has it got? It's like 150, isn't it? Attack again. Special attacks, which stick to normals. It's got just under 150 health, I think. Still no reviver seeds. I'm still walking over everything in the hope that one of them will be a reviver. I think they are. Yeah, still max mixer. Refloat, we'll take that. Shouldn't have done that one. Sam's definitely going to attack. But he hasn't. Fair play. He's been good boy today. Oh dear, right. Oh, that's convenient. Been quite lucky this last couple of dungeons. We did have a long streak of misfortune in just monster houses everywhere, but I'm quite lucky today. One berry, that's fine. Oh dear, walked right into that one. The Fable's being very generous about it though, letting me off the hook for that. I like the animation for that. It does actually get smaller. Double slaps, quintuple slap. Running away from something. Oh, nearly. I don't like this layout. Just getting rid of orange berries, that sticky trip. Oh god, it's Wigglytuff. That's the true nightmare. Every nightmare that the guild members have, just Wigglytuff finding them. And beating the shit out of them. Orange berry again. Right, in my head I think this is the last four. Oh, I was right! I was actually right for one. Here we go, the Nightmare Depths. It's like it's just one long path from here. Whoop. How did you get here? Who is it? I am. It's Cresselia. It's from our dreams. From my dreams. Was it ever so convenient? Long to meet the both of you. So my dreams, they weren't just ordinary dreams after all, so Cresselia was in Sam's dream as well. What I told you in your dreams is true. They're not supposed to exist. Both of us. I went to the future, okay, because Sam came back from the future. He's in the same boat as me. But it wasn't just me. Can you explain something? Causing the distortion in the fabric of space. Why will the world be destroyed? The power of darkness will expand as well. The whole world will become enveloped within a nightmare. Rune Zero's dream. Rune Zero's nightmare. The nightmare will eventually creep across the world. Azurill won't wake up. So why did it start with Azurill? Maybe it's us being targeted, and whoever's doing the targeting, Darkrai presumably, from what we know at this stage, is targeting us. People close to us. So it's going to spread. What will it take to get rid of the distortion? How can we prevent it? There's but one way, and it's for us to disappear. Been waiting for this opportunity. Oh dear. Cresselia seemed like such the good guy earlier. You'd rather see all Pokemon swallowed up by the nightmare. Is this really true? Will the world really be saved if we're destroyed? It's only us, our existence, that's ruining it. I'm very sorry that I must do this. Must be done. Oh dear. Who's that? Interrupted. You wish to save the world on your own, you should consider making yourselves disappear. There goes Cresselia. Here you are. It's Drowsy. How the hell did he get here? He must have had to fight all the way through 17 floors of the nightmare. You were taking so long to come back, I got worried, so he just runs after us. He must be a tank. He must have... I presume he trained on Mount Travail then. Let's go back. We're rescued from the nightmare. But we've learnt the only way to save the world is for us to disappear, in PG terms. And we couldn't save Azurill. We've told Chatot that. Will we have told them that the solution is for us to disappear? Doesn't look like it. What do you know about Cresselia? During Quarter Moon. Can heal others' emotional scars simply with the gentle light from her body. Sounds very nice. But yeah, she didn't seem so kindly then. Mystical power that can banish darkness. So, if Cresselia knew about this nightmare and was hanging around in it, why didn't she banish that darkness in Azurill? Cresselia say anything about how it can be stopped? Why are you so jumpy? Nothing you said. Way of stopping the distortion? No, don't remember anything. That's unfortunate. We'll disband for the day. Starting tomorrow, you are to individually investigate the distortion of space itself. So this is very much like when we were set off on the mission to find the Time Gears, to find Grover, to stop him. So there's lots of parallels between this post-game story and what's happened previously. We'll get a bit of a scene before we go to bed. I lied, didn't even think twice about it. And that's for us to disappear. It's a secret that I won't be able to hide from everyone. Do we have to tell the guild? Do we have to seek their counsel? What are we supposed to do? Would the world be saved if we disappear? Sam's giving up. Maybe that's the best thing to do. Can't take this. Aside from all the worrying. Let's get some sleep. Let's have a nice lie down. Nothing can possibly go wrong. We'll sleep it off. We'll wake up nice and fresh. It'll be lovely. The world will only be right once we wake up. No, I can't sleep. No, that's a shame. It's only a bit of insomnia. It's fine. We'll get to sleep eventually. We'll wake up. It'll be fine. think of it, the morning after I had that dream. Is this when Sam was unusually chipper? See some energy. Sam's even peppier than usual. But now we know Sam had that same dream. He must have been acting extra cheerful, because he suspected we had the dream as well. Sam had to have been frightened. And Azurill's nightmare. Crushed by that. I have to keep my spirits strong. We're dozing off. Finally get a nice little bit of sleep. Wake up nice and refreshed with a plan of what to do. Sam's gone. I might have been chatting all this rubbish, it might actually occur the next day. The scene I'm thinking of. And here we are, very much reminiscent of when we woke up after coming back from the future. We were outside watching the sunset with Grover. Hidden land theme. Can't we be allowed to stay? Let's stay in this world. Or even though you would disappear, Dialga. Well, we should do that this time too. Willing to disappear if it meant saving the world. All the same this time too, but something feels different. Should we really disappear from the world? So we got dialogue choice now. Does something seem suspicious? So the Cresselia we saw in the flash away scene when she was chasing Darkrai. Darkrai was very clearly the bad guy in that situation. Cresselia seemed like the good guy. But as soon as Cresselia spoke to us, she seemed like the bad guy. She was trying to get rid of us. So it is suspicious. So I'm going to say I don't know. Must be thinking that maybe we ought to disappear. But something is strange. Everything Cresselia said. Found out. That's true, yeah. That's a very good point from Sam. We found out separately from Luminous Spring that we're causing the distortion. We have to believe what we're told. Something's still different. This is different. My disappearance wasn't really a choice with Dialga. Same this time. Because he had to. Because it knew it would lead to world peace. But this time there's no telling what will happen. So we don't really know if we'll bring peace by disappearing. So we need to find out the truth before we can go ahead with anything. Sam's still not quite believing us yet. And yeah, again, the sun's coming up, so very much reminiscent of the scene when we come back from the future in the main game. Another beautiful dawn. Yeah, and now they're reminiscent. It's with Grover. We get the sad theme, but contrary to Explorers of Time and Explorers of Darkness, in Explorers of Sky we know Groval's alive. From the special episode. And Groval asked me. And we see Groval now. I know it's a flashback, but see him for the first time in a long time. To understand something. So Sam's finally revealing what he told to Groval. It's because the main player stood by my side. You'll always be brave when you're beside me. I sort of want him to get the relic fragment out in this scene, but he doesn't have it anymore. Just before he lost Travail in the hidden lab. Never come back here again. What a shame. If you're not giving up, I won't give up either. There we go. Sam's come round. There must have been something we can still do about this. We need to find the truth. It's the Sam I know. We have to keep going. If we find out the truth is really for us to disappear, then maybe we'll think about it again. But until then... all that rubbish I was chatting during the night, like, oh, gonna have a good night's sleep, saying it sarcastically. I'm going to say it again the next night, because I thought it was this night that it happened, but... connection between time and space. Lapras gave us a lot of insight. What if time and space are the same thing, and time is just space over speed of light squared? Get physicsy. Let's go and see Lapras in that case. And let's just buy some supplies before we do. Just in case we get, like, kidnapped or anything. I was just randomly thinking that, but... I think we've got enough Drowzee already, actually. I'm not gonna... I don't think you can actually skip to the next day to try and restock the shop anyway. And... I've got too much money to worry about. Let's go to the beach and speak to Lapras. There it is, conveniently. We're investigating distortions in the fabric of space. Do you know anything about it? Lapras doesn't know anything. Do know of a being that embodies space itself. Time and space are deeply connected. Dialga governs time. There's another being that governs space. His name is Palkia. They eat to distort space itself. Spatial Rift is its domain. If we meet Palkia, we might be able to learn more. How do we get to Spatial Rift? Does Lapras go to the Spatial Rift as well as the Hidden Land? No, doesn't know where it is. Oh dear. A big help still. We'll investigate on our own. And that's the full day by the looks of it. We can meet with Palkia. We might be able to find some more answers. Let's continue to look into this tomorrow. I'm going to make the same speech now. Let's have a nice relaxing sleep. We'll think it off. We'll get back to it in the morning, nice and refreshed. Nothing could go wrong. Oh dear, earthquake. Fuck it. I love this scene. I have found you at last. The defilers are causing the distortion of space. Palkia has home wrecked us. Home crashed? I am Palkia. You cannot escape now. This is the end for you. Oh shit.